Alright, give me a sec. Wasn't quite ready there. Running a bit behind today. I gotta get the model visible. Give me a sec. One moment. Alright, VTube Studios loading. You can do it. I believe in you. I'm attempting to help Venus with some OBS issues. It's being very strange. Alright, let's see. In the meantime, I'm double checking to make sure the capture card's working. It is! It's a miracle! And the microphone's working after a Windows update. The hell's going on? Everything seems strange and unusual. I should probably put my headphones on. Hang on. I'm still up with them out. 1 second.
Showtime!
Let me click on this so I can actually see that. Sir, anything you want with these 60 bucks? Getting down and spinning a little bit more for us today. Hang on. Okay, I think I almost got it. I'm helping him get ideal stuff. Alright, let me get my headphones on. I'm ready to go. Yes. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, hang on. Let me get those on screen. Jesus. God damn it, you've been busy, I see. Oh god, why the balloon? Alright, hang on. Let's get these on here. Alright, we're pretty much ready to go. Yes, more art. The first one's pretty neat, and then the second one's cursed. We gotta make sure to have the cursed in there. Now it's Meatball as Mallow. I mean, it makes sense. Meatball's decidedly more round than I am. And of course, the cursed one. It's freaking Bello. Oh god. What? Alright. Oh god. You gotta have the one cursed one. Alright, let me get some Doom music playing. Let's start with something a bit smooth. Yeah, let's go with this again. Alright, so map 32 of this is an interesting combo. So we got Map 31 from Doom 2, and Go To It from Plutonia. So, you know, quite the combo. Nickelodeon, well, I mean, at least they're both small maps. This one is spacious and all, but I mean, it's the Wolfenstein maps. It's mostly just big empty spaces. And there's not a lot of textures between them either, because I mean, most of Go To It is just the same textures. It uses this brick texture everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. What do you mean, is this what? Yeah, even the ending's just brick. I don't have a lot of textures to work with!
Oh yeah, I can see the face.
It's a sad face.
It's distressed about all the things in this room.
There's not that many cyber demons to Go To It. Yeah, well see, here's the thing about the monster variety in these two maps. I have all the big things, but I don't have a lot of the small things. I don't have zombie men, I don't have shotgunners, I don't have imps, I don't have cacodemons, I don't have hell knights. It's like, what do you mean? I only have the biggest of imps. No medium imps. No small imps, just the big one. Yeah, I actually have an idea for when it comes to the SS. I've done one little bit so far, because I was trying to figure out a thing that I can do. So let me actually... I'll show what little bit I have at the moment. I'll just put on no monsters for the time being. Like, everything looks normal, right? Well, mostly normal. Just picture a whole bunch of monsters, you know, jump scaring you here. And the weapons will be up there, so you go up there to get them, and... Oh, God! And then picture even more shit! And then the level can start proper. So, you know, I got that part figured out at least. There might be a few japes, yes. Now, due to how I want to make this map work, we're going to be keeping things fairly simple today. I'm mostly just going to work on layout. No real decoration or anything, just layout. If I get time for decoration, then that's okay. Because essentially, we're going to be making a lot of use of these original level areas. What atrocities are we committing this time around? Japes, mostly. How many art files? I'm eating on probably a few. Let's go a bit smaller on this. a few. Just a few. Do a little of that, do a little of this. Yeah, probably not that big. It doesn't need to be that large. It's just a transition cave. I'm gonna keep my geometry a little bit simpler this time around. I don't want to do another 85,000 line depths, okay? We're gonna keep it simple. I'm going to force myself to have restraint. Okie dokie, XPC. Hopefully you just enjoyed. All those individual line depths will instead be arch files. God.
Showtime!
There we go. And Zandra, thank you for the 58 months. Getting down and spin it a little bit more for us today. Yes. So I'm working on a whole new construction of nonsense. A little bit of cave system going on here. Let's see, where's the freaking Wolfenstein doors? How big are these? They're pretty big, all things considered. It's like a full 64. Right then. What's the combo now? Map 31 from Doom 2? And map 32 from Plutonia. So we're gonna wolf to it, I guess. Well, there's full 64. I'm just gonna move this back a little bit. Keep it nice and on the grid. For ease of construction. So, like, how much space do these even need? And how wide is this? 128? Damn, those doors are big! Alright. Yeah, we'll be using a lot of the Wolfenstein dudes for the easier enemies. Wait, how big are these doors? I miscalculated how large these things are. They're 100. Man, that's big. Alright. That's how big these dang doors are, huh? Alright. They're so tall, too. Just extra large. Big old doors. What are we using as the top of the doors? Just to see. Gonna have to grab that from all the way over here. What are you using as the top of the door? Flat 20, sure. We'll do that. Just get one of these over here for reference. And just whatever ceiling for the two of them. That's fine. We'll leave that alone. The flat 20, these two need to be lower on pegged, like so. And then I'm gonna grab the door. Yeah, okay. So that's the general door shape of these Wolfenstein ones, huh? Oh, poor Venus. I don't think...
I don't think he fully understands. Oh.
I don't think he fully understands cropping and positioning. I'll get him eventually. I'll get him eventually, chat. Alright, I don't really want this room yet. It's too early for this room. There's another room I can make use of. You know, we'll just do a generic Wolfenstein room. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Now, being a Wolfenstein room, I can't use anything other than 90-degree angles. I am 100% forced to keep things orthogonal. It has to remain orthogonal. How about I do something like this? I mean, Wolfenstein textures are inherently not exactly the prettiest things. They're very basic. Now, see, this is where things get a little bit silly. For the sake of simplicity, I'll probably keep it aligned to the grid like this for the 90 degrees. Just so it's a lot easier for me to pick out textures and whatnot. Do I have any rock textures to work with? Like, any of them? I mean, I guess I have the ones for the secret room, but actually, no. Oh, wait, yeah, I have some stone textures. Wow. I'm gonna have to make use of these, because that's all I'm getting. Freaking cement, sure. And of course I get this, but this is a better interior stone than an exterior stone. Although I can use it outside too for a bit of color variation. So yeah, I get a couple of stones. Not much, but a couple. It's almost entirely brick. So yeah, this is where things get a little bit spicy. There will be many dudes! Many dudes. And this is why I'm not bothering with, like, detailing and whatnot first, because, to be frank, I need to be able to actually see everything before I can really decide on anything else. I suppose I can actually get one demonstration once this room's ready to go. Alright, I think this is a case where I would have had to be physically there for the tech support to work out, so this... Gonna do a little bit of this. There's gonna be so many dudes. There's gonna be a very high monster count map, I'm just putting that out there right now. This is definitely going to be on the higher end of the monster counts. Somewhere dark, Sally smiling good. All is well then. So what I want to do, so let's do grass one, I guess. Just for demonstration, pretty much. So let's see, probably plus 256, I guess. And then plus 256, I guess. Floor, I'll figure that out in a minute. But like, see, everything's gonna look perfectly normal in here. But what's going on just on the outside? Whoop! It's an ambush waiting to happen, so to speak. And there will be blood. I don't want to detail it off of this. How high up is that? Okay, it's 96. I suppose I can do 96. Just to make sure it's kind of consistent texture-wise. We want this brick, we need flat. I mean, our rock 12, sure. I guess just to try to get things the way they're supposed to be. So I guess we're using stone 5. No, not stone 5. Stone 6? Yeah, stone 6. And I'll just go grab the brick texture. Yeah, map 32. Oh, by the way, Constantine, if you did want to actually check out the previous map that got finished, it is now in a state where everything is ready to go and it's very playable. I would consider it complete. You know, it doesn't really texture so well when it's this tall. That's fine, we'll do realistic rock structures. So, like, something like this, just for demonstration purposes, I guess. Sure, I'll send it to you right now. Get over here. Come on. When this map pack is supposed to come out, I think they're trying to get like a little shareware version by the 10th of December. So I'm hoping to not be much longer than that getting my map finished. I don't imagine that's going to take you the entire night, Constantine, but it will take a chunk of time. Alright, so how do I want to go for the next section of this? Oh, it's another cave section. Wait a minute. We're a little bit off. There we go. Better. It's like, that's not straight. Gonna have to do like cliff signs or something for this. Yeah, that's the idea, is to try to have it ready for Doom's 30th anniversary. Since, like, the majority of the maps are either done or fairly deep in, so it's perfectly feasible that we'd at least be able to get the first episode done. Alright, so I kind of want to transition next into a room like this that has multiple paths. Maybe even just straight up one of these square rooms. So have a little bit more cave to work with. Just like before, I'm gonna keep things simple. Make it smaller scale. I don't need it to be so big. We're not making big open spaces here, we're making little caves. And it doesn't have to be anywhere near as detailed. I'm not even bothering with textures and whatnot for the time being. I need to get this layout figured out first. This is a bit of a technical ending to this that I want to pull off properly. Do a little bit of a deeper part right here, so we can have room for a little bit of an ambush. Oh, nice! It's always good to get some work done. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this mapping stream today, is I'm convincing myself to work on this. I had a nice break after finishing map 24, so it's time to get things going again. I'll just copy these. Actually, I'll just do it like this. future me will realize this is supposed to be a door. Or it is time to make a branching path to destruction! God, these rooms are so big! It begins! Alright, so I want a room kind of like this. Let's keep it relatively small. Wow, that is really big, actually!
No, it's fine. Stay silent.
We're just thinking of how to make stuff. It's fine. Everything will be okay. How big is this room? That is pretty goddamn big, isn't it? Like, how big is this? 896? God, that's big. Man, Wolfenstein rooms, they're excessively huge. Oh yeah, I forgot to check and see how wide this part is. So if I gotta do a similar room to this, 640? Jesus! Alright,
How big's that gonna look?
I guess it'll make what I have planned for the finale easier. They really just made a bunch of big open rooms for the Wolfenstein maps, huh? Yeah, like how much space is that? That's quite a bit of space. I can put a lot of enemies in there. I'm going to have to add some cover and whatnot in the form of walls, because I mean... Are there any monsters that cannot be in this level? Yes, actually, several. Zombie men, shotgunners, imps, cacodemons, and hell knights are all illegal. So, like, a lot of the small fry. I only have access to big monsters and Wolfenstein soldiers.
That's my entire roster.
I have all the big shit and the Wolfenstein dudes. Yeah, it's all big open rooms with 90-degree angles. That's just how it be. I mean, the original go-to it was pretty simple when it came to its ammo. Like, let me actually go over there real quick. You wanna see how go-to it does its ammo? Here's where you start. 2 mega spears, a bunch of crap, ammo, 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 ammo. Like, if there's one thing you never run out of in go-to it, it's ammo. You have so much ammo. Here's more. There's more cells here. There's tons of cells and rockets down this way. Just tons and tons and tons of ammo. You will never run out. The objective is survive. Don't care too much about what you're blasting.
Hey, this is a fun room.
Here's some Archies.
And some more ammo.
Tons of rockets over here, tons of cells over here. Very simple map at the end of the day. So we're gonna have a nice split path here. Choose your adventure. Yeah, there'll be a bunch of chaos. The objective is don't die, but keep blasted. Because, I mean, I'm just going to put all the weapons at the very start of the map. Like right here, this is going to be all the weapons. No fuss, no fuss. Here's your entire lot. Go get them. Because, I mean, that's what they do and go to it. Here's your lot. There's all your weapons. Turn the corner. There's your BFG. Get to it. Don't die. Just plain straight hallways. Okay, yeah, that'll work. So double check how wide? 56? Oh man, it's even wider than that it is. Ah, it's too wide. It's like, I know Wolfenstein's just a bunch of open rooms, but, like, still too wide. I mean, the important thing about most of the music that I listen to is that it doesn't have any lyrics. And if music doesn't have any lyrics, then it's a lot easier for me to just focus on whatever I'm doing. Lyrics are the distractor! Without them, I'm free to think how I please. Although you do occasionally get a funky song like this. I never really liked lyrical music for the most part anyways. Unless it's funny, in which case... I don't mind that. Alright, I know exactly what I'm doing for over here. I'll do this one first. It feels super weird to just be doing the layout right away, but I mean... I have to, because of what I'm gonna do for the rest of it! I don't have much choice here! I have to do it this way! Alright, so what kind of hallway am I working with for here? Yes, that seems about right. Oh, this is gonna be a weird one to do what I want to do, but it'll work! It'll work! It's just gonna be very mentally confusing! see. Does it have an indent for this door? No, not really. Okay. Oh, not big enough. I need to set up another jape. The japery is important. How wide is this? 256? Jesus. Everything in Wolfenstein is big. Just constantly double checking my homework over here. Damn, yeah, I actually need to make part of this bigger. Let me just do this real quick. There we go, it gets the relative spirit of things going. But of course, not all is as it seems. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna make this transformation work, but I'll get it figured out. How many stairs is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that should be perfect. So then this leads down to... Let's see, where should this line up? Oh, I know! Yeah, right here. This will line up. This is going to be so weird feeling to me, because not only is this orthogonal as all hell, which I'm not used to mapping like, there's so many square rooms. I'm not even dealing with very many, like, natural rock formations here. Oh man, this is going to be a spicy jape. So, you know, you walk in here, all the stairs lower down. This door's locked behind you, so you can't go back out. And there's probably just, like, some arch files and shit down here. Have a little corner ambush set up right here as well. Yeah, it seems good. That seems good. You attempt to survive, but will probably be some monstrosity of nonsense in here. And now this can actually become, like, go to its later tunnels around here. So I need like a set of spiral stairs. How high are these and go to it? Very reasonable, 192. I want that to kind of spiral over here. Using the almighty stair tool. I'm not gonna bother, like, making it bigger or anything. Flip the source. There we go. And we want to have, like... God, that's so useful. I don't want it to be jagged, so we'll do it like this. Yeah, get that nice jagged look. Oh, hang on. I just realized what options I left on by mistake. Don't want any of those, don't want to modify the heights at all, because I'm just figuring out layout right now. I have no idea what heights are going to be until after I've actually done a bit more with it. Ooh, sad room. The thing with Go To It is that it's mostly a bastardization of Map 1's layout from Doom 2. So I can't take too much from Go To It's layout itself, because it's already a bastardization of a different Doom 2 map, so... I need to stick mostly to Wolfenstein... the Wolfenstein secret levels stylings. There's like some original bits of Go To It, but there's not very many, all things considered. God, this feels so weird. It's so simple. All the shapes, they're simple. Ugh. Does it feel right? Another door there. Now I want something kind of like this room, with all the jaggies. You know what, let's use a bigger grid. Makes it easier. How many of them are they in the original? 4, okay. Well, that's about how many I need here. This is already looking very strange. So now we have another door right here. This links down into another, like, go-to-it style hallway. Speaking of go-to-it hallways, they're not only considerably thinner. Yeah, I can do something like this. Though a bit less small, of course. I guess wood is gonna be used a lot like I use support 3, so... that's fine. Yeah, let's do a little thing like this to get us back in the right direction. I want this to line up to, like, right here, and this is gonna be a door? It's just gonna be a raising wall, because Wolfenstein. Orthogonal shapes. Orthogonal shapes! Madness! Maybe a bit less high on that one. Let's see, do something like this. Yeah, can't quite have the Wolfenstein push walls. It's like the one thing you can't give that authentic experience in the dimension. Not without the other source ports, at least. Should probably make this line up on the grid. There we go. Hopefully Doom Builder doesn't, like, practically explode when I finally get to the ending of this. I mean, I do know how to make sectors instantly change. I only learned that in my previous map. It's a little bit tricky to wrap your head around because it's very much not behavior you'd expect to be intended. Yeah, now we go up into this area, which is just another big square room. How big is this room? So freaking big! Oh, that is so needlessly huge. Alright.
How much on either side of the door?
Jeez. Whatever, I can work with it. What about vertically? 896, okay. And this is why I have the other map copy and pasted onto onto the side there so I can actually figure out what I'm doing. It's another big open space for destruction. Oh man, there are gonna be some spicy encounters in these rooms. Yeah, monster count equals yes. They wanted a slaughter map. By gummit, they're gonna get a slaughter map. Enemies equals very yes. So how this one's gonna go down. It's our dear friend the Japery again. Yes, more Japery. More Japery is important. Y'all want some monsters? I can interest you in some monsters. just expect everything to open up and be a trap. Okay, good. Doom Builder actually allowed that. Sometimes it freaks out when I do stuff like that. Yeah, typical plutonium, that sounds about right. We don't need a single monster, we need a whole pack of monsters! Get a nice ledge going on up here again. And now we can have a little bit of this silly connector thing going on here. I might as well keep it in line with the Wolfenstein sizes. Because this is how you get back from the other one.
Showtime!
Yo, second vacuum. I think their dreams think we're getting us up over to second vacuum. For 70 months now on that side. Nothing's spinning a little bit more for us today. As I'm trying to wrap my brain around exactly how I'm gonna lay this out. Alright, Let's have another one over here, I guess. Another one. And Ignatius said we're gifting us over to check on our talent as well. Jonathan spit it away. So I'm attempting to have some semblance of mental focus on what the hell I'm trying to do mathematics-wise. I mean, I do have access to pain elementals, so yes. So I want like some sort of stairs going on here. How bad would this look right now?
Showtime!
Yeah, in my dreams think we're getting stuff over to the biggest blueberry. Everything spit it away as I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do in terms of like stairs and shit. Okay, I should probably move this further up. Stairs. Much like with this one, I need to do some interesting stuff with this, so I'll have some side paths, if you will. There's definitely room for a monster closet right there that I can just use instead. Shit.
Showtime!
There we go. I'm saturated. I think we're getting yourself over to the bot. Getting job and spinning a little bit more for us today. Ah, the Streamlabs bot. Doing as it does. Yes, more winding paths of windingness. We must keep winding the paths. As the character wants to be ball steel. Oh, you know, they just like to hang out. Isn't that right, Meatball? I mean, I don't do anything to harm Meatball, and Meatball has a good time. It's just how that goes. Actually, kind of hard to move my hand into the right position on this one. You gotta have the mascot. Oh no, I can do as many numbers with the enemies as I want. So I can have any, like it can be any count of enemies that I want. The only restriction is I have to stick to the same types. Ah, yeah, here's where things start to get needlessly confusing, my favorite. Needlessly confusing. Oh, you better believe I can do a whole encounter over here. Having to wander around these halls while trying not to get chased down by something? Yeah, that seems fun. Oh, this would be a great room to just stuff a bunch of arch files. Oh, yeah, that sounds fun. Insidious ideas are brewing in my head. So here's a bunch of shapes. And a billion SS! I have a very particular plan for the SS soldiers. A very silly plan, but a very particular one at that. Ah, surprise, thank you for the 25 bits. Yeah, oh no is probably a correct reaction to that. I really don't have a lot of go-to and stuff that I can work with. It's mostly just these thin hallways. God, everything has monster clauses available too. A ghost SS, oh man. It's so mean. These textures aren't even aligned properly. There's extra space! Ah, original maps. They did what they could. We're actually kind of getting close to where I call this the biggest size that I'm going to allow, because I mean, this is going to be about density more than anything else. This'll be the door that has to be uncorked. Yes. Do another little bit of a Wolfenstein room here. Just to combine the two of them. Feels so strange. Everything's at right angles. Everything's predictable in terms of texture sizes. And now, perhaps the most insidious trap I have in mind. Oh yes, this will be very good. Yeah, and it's gonna involve this hallway right here. I could put a little bit more stuff in there though, because I mean, we've kind of gotten this section and this section, but there is this little bit in between. I could do a little bit more. A little bit more, a little bit more. Man, how big is this? That's pretty big. It's only 128 that it's going from there? Yes, okay. Ready for... This thing is 6 wide, that's quite large. Kinda forgot to check and see how big this is. $640 plus 2. That big, and then it's 256, I think it was. Yes. And then this goes over pretty far on the other side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for existing, grid. It's really this big, huh? Jeez. Alright, so we have one more just big ol' square, and that'll start leading to what I want to do with this room. I think I can just ignore this room, it's just another big square. Alright, let me see. Really just another big square? Yeah, it's just another big square. I'll just make it of some dubious size. I don't care about getting this one exact. So like 1400 and something. There's another big square, and we'll go over here. This is gonna be so primitive. It's gonna feel weird. Alright, I think what I'll do is have this be like a cave section. Am I too big on this again? I mean, too big just seems to be the theme of the map in terms of rooms, so I guess it fits. Alright, how big is this hallway? 6 across, alright. Oh, that's the correct length at least. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it needs to go up there. It's another case of puzzling out the logistics in my head. Alright, so this will drop into the hallway of doom. And then it's just a matter of making all this work. So it needs to be some extremely big length. I mean, it is quite large. A lot less so in this direction, at least. There we are. Gotta just pinpointing some of these positions. Hang on. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Gotta go deal with something. Please enjoy a quick commercial break. Alright, I'm back. Let us continue. Alright, so I need something like this. I'm gonna need to make this more efficient through a lot of sector merging if I want to make the finale I have in mind work fairly well. It ain't gonna be easy. It should be difficult, yeah, but it's also likely to be quite silly. This is like I should probably do. Hang on, I'm gonna do an additional packaging. I should put that in here. There we go, that'll make more sense. Get a thing real quick. There we are. Getting things sent out. So that way they actually include what they're supposed to include. And there we go. Alright. Now, as for what I'm gonna do here, let's see. Let's do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. This will be a place of screaming. So much screaming. There will be no escape from the screaming. Basically, this section's gonna be a clusterfuck,
For lack of a better term.
like, I always forget about the texture one, because now I used to actually having to ship that separately, you know? Oh, the screaming. I can hear it now. 1,000 revenants. Okay, not 1,000, but like, there will be revenants. I have access to them. I didn't have access to them last map. We'll be using them. Lots of them. Oh, I'm gonna go overboard with the skeletons, aren't I? Billions of revenants. Skeleton stonks are gonna be through the roof. Yeah, I do tend to like high velocity action, so I mean, we'll definitely be getting that. High voltage screaming action. Yeah, you can really tell by the room shapes, huh? Is it really orthogonal and square? It's a Wolfenstein room. Is it curved and otherwise kind of awkward? Then it's going to be a go-to room. I still love how this one just transforms. It's like, oh god. I'm letting the player know immediately what they're in for. It's like, you see that? You see all those enemies? Yeah, that's gonna be the whole map. Have fun! Alright, so this is gonna be a huge extended encounter area. There will be a lot of revenants, and there will be cyber demons. Try not to die. There's not exactly a lot of space. Cyber demons are big boys. You have very particular paths you can use to slip around them. And you better believe there's gonna be a bunch of revenants coming out of this area as well. Got another door here to kind of start off the encounter in the first place. It's just a room of, oh shit, what have I released upon myself? You're gonna see very soon why the logistics of this map is gonna be very hard for me to sort out. I don't need a secret exit for this one, so this section just won't exist. This is map 32. We only need a regular exit here. This would be like a last gasp. Before we get to the reason why this map is gonna give me a goddamn headache. It won't be much of a looker, but I'm trying to do some technical crap that I've never attempted before. I'm using it once again as a learning experience. Oh boy, here we go. Because, I mean, that's like all the interior layouts here. I captured the majority of what there is to see in map 32. I should probably add the secret areas. Just to make sure they're on the map, so I have those to work around. You know, secret areas have real big fat doors. I've got a silly practical joke for this particular secret, so I think I'll make use of that. We're going to be having a giggle, mate! I have access to Fire Blue, right? I'm pretty sure I have access to Fire Blue. Oh god, I have access to Fire Blue! Oh, Fire Blue. Silly, silly Fire Blue. This secret probably isn't very much. I mean, it's a little side area with a bunch of stuff. I don't really need it to be that big, though. Guys, in terms of practicality, this is mostly just gonna be health. Let me just brain this out real quick. How in the utter fuck am I gonna make this work? I guess I could just do it in pieces. I'm gonna do one bit of science first. So say I take this section, right? And say I give it, oh, I don't know, open, wait, close. I'll just put a couple of other textures so I can actually see what area it is. And I don't know, we'll just put some upper textures here as a demonstration. Alright, let me pop into the map for a sec. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be tricky to figure out then. So everywhere with a door can be problematic. I mean, I can build around that, that's fine. It's just gonna be a little awkward is all. So that means I have to do something like... Oh god, my brain is just trying to get the logistics of this to go. I'm gonna have to do this in pieces. It's as simple as that. Yeah, this is where things get weird. This is where things are gonna get weird. How am I gonna do a spot like this? Oh god, brain work with me here. I could use like weird delayed doors, but that would be kind of annoying. Where every single door is operated by a voodoo doll closet, and then I could make that work instead. But that would be so scuffed. I think for this area, it's better that I just kind of leave it as its own entity. So that means it'd be something like this. Oh yeah, this is gonna be weird. So we gotta go up here. And like this section's its own thing. I'm even trying to like mentally comprehend how this is gonna work. Yeah, like that, I guess. All right, and then delete this bit. Oh god. You can see the shapings of the inner monstrosity that I have in my head right now. The idea is, once this switch is thrown, the entire map opens up into a battleground. It's going to be tricky to make that work, but that's the idea. It opens up into one final battleground with just a bajillion enemies. But I need to somehow make it all work. Which is where things get very complicated because doors are in the way. This door's just gonna lower. Instead of opening, it's gonna lower just to be super awkward like that. To let you know, oh, there's probably stuff going on here. So all this section's gonna be its own thing, so I need to do something like... And then that just kind of combines into this. Yeah, that's what's going on here, is that these are going to be like cliff faces, and you can hide behind them. All the little interior door sections. And this. So I guess for the sake of this making sense, I need to do something like... Alright, there's those. And that'll combine into this whole rigmarole. It's gonna be a fun one to try in UV Max. So all this is gonna open up. Delete these. Even just trying to figure out floor heights and whatnot, it's gonna be its own adventure. Thankfully, it's not as big as it seems. Like, look at this. Like, sure, it's a lot of space, but like... Compare that to how big that one room of my chasm map was. Like, here's this. This is zoomed at 8%. And I compare that to frickin' this. Which apparently takes a while to open at this point.
Yeah. Most of this entire map fits into this one goddamn room. What was I thinking? This one room encompasses most of this second map.
I mean, sure, it's very big and impressive, but like...
That's why it took me days.
Just to do this one room. It's adorable. It's so small in comparison. It's so quaint. There we go, that's his own little thing there. I think I'm gonna make both of these doors lower. Just to be even more suspicious. Actually, you know what? I'll leave this door alone. So when you press this switch, you'll just be able to hear everything that's happening outside. Just that moment of, oh, shit. This ain't gonna be good. Let's see, this is gonna be a fairly big area. Even just like getting the layout of this other area is gonna be its own adventure. It's like, this is why I'm gonna be forced to keep it simple, because if I go too complicated, I'm not even gonna be able to comprehend how to make it work. Yo, Anonymous, thank you for getting yourself over to Constantine. Y'all spin it a little bit more for us today. I have so many mental gymnastics to do, man. This should work. Yeah. That's a whole area. The majority of this entire section can be opened up. So we don't really have doors until like right here, and even then, that could just be a lowering wall instead. So I'll do it like this. Nope! Doom Builder didn't like that one! Okay, I'll have to figure that out a bit more. Sometimes Doom Builder doesn't appreciate my experiments. Alright, you won't mind this one, right? Right, Doom Builder? Okay, good.
Oh god, this is so weird.
But I need to do it! It's important! I think I'm actually gonna add a little bit here. It's not even that big. Oh god, I have no idea. I'm gonna figure out how this all functions.
But I'll try my best.
And I'm not entirely sure if I have it within me to figure this out. But I'll try. Hopefully it'll allow this. Don't blow up. Okay, that's good. Alright, that looks good. That's gonna be the entire area that opens up. Anywhere that has a door needs to have like a little spot right here to kind of even it out. Alright, this section needs to be closed off, so... Good. Any other door sections I missed? Yes, right here. Okay, I think that's starting to look about right. Anything that's still remaining is something that lowers instead. Okay, Brian. Work with me here. I think for spots like this, I'll do something like this. Just kind of maintain this cliffside. Oh dear, okay. Also need these to rise up. This does leave limited room for monster closets, but that's okay, I can just teleport things in instead. Teleporting works just as well. Or even just instantly raising floors, why not? There are other means of getting monsters into a location than opening closets. Just kind of triple checking the logistics of all this. I think I can make it work. Emphasis on think. Jeez. Oh yeah, I guess I actually don't need to do outcroppings for these doors. Because I mean the upper texture would just be rock. Because all the Wolfenstein rooms are only 128 tall, because that's just how they are. Cool, I can make use of the sheer simplicity of Wolfenstein. To save me a bunch of work. That sounds good to me. Or did I make that like one outcropping that I did? Because if everything in the Wolfenstein area is the same height as the doors, then that makes things super simple. Because yeah, look at this, it's always the same way. Thank you for being so primitive, Wolfenstein. You're gonna make this a lot easier. Excellent. Alright, the other thing I need to do is set this up so everything just raises up. Like, it's gonna be a big wall that raises up and reveals all this crap. So... time to draw some lines! We'll go for 32 thick. Everything's orthogonal anyway, so it'll be super easy to draw this in. Halfway anniversary update. What, did they finally make it so it actually works in a source in a port that doesn't butcher it? The original Half-Life needs to have some kind of preservation, man! Half-Life source ain't it!
It really ain't it.
It's not terrible, but like... there's just so many small problems. So it'd be really hard, because I can only imagine, like, the original Half-Life's built on some sort of modified Quake 2 engine, right?
That shit is old.
Apparently they're gonna lower the presence of a Half-Life source in favor of the base version. I hope they can get the base version working as smoothly as possible. It's not gonna be easy, though. I've seen people trying to get it working, and it has not been pretty. Just a difficult job. A difficult undertaking for the fans. Oh, that's really good then, yeah. Because a lot of people just did not care for the source port.
The source port.
Oh, that ends up being a joke. Official Steam Deck's Linux build too? Hell yeah! That sounds like exactly what the fans have been looking for. I mean, other than Half-Life 3, but I mean, that ain't happening. Okay, nice that they still have the previous build on there. Wow, you mean doing some sort of update for an old game while still allowing access to the previous version of the old game? Madness! Yeah, the heavy modification of the Quake engine, that makes sense. A lot of, like, Quake tech in particular has been used in many, many shooter games. The entire UI has been reworked to scale to larger screen sizes. We know most of the stuff for 640 by 480 CRTs, and apparently some of you have upgraded since then. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a Valve post, alright. Yeah, there's pretty much Quake Engine DNA in just about anything that's an FPS game these days. It was just so important for the development of basically everything. God, what am I doing? This entire, like, massive unveiling. And yeah, we're using the old predecessor. Intech engines have been very impressive for the entire duration of their existence, pretty much. Oh god, I only played a little bit of FF11 and I did not enjoy it. I have never experienced such a sluggish game before. I realized it was a different time, but that time was not for me. I didn't even play the full duration of the free trial period for that one. I was just like, wow, this fucking sucks.
And I stopped playing it.
Just the sheer, like, length of time between basic attacks is hysterical.
So it even takes like 5 seconds. That's so long!
It makes the early game so miserable. You're just standing there, staring at an enemy forever, waiting for the next attack animation to play. The big issue I had was that, enemies that can aggro onto you just never lose aggro until you leave the map. Which can be very annoying when it's an enemy type that aggroes by seeing you. And it's the very start of the game. And that enemy is noticeably stronger than you. And you have to run out of the entire map or die. With unofficial modding, yeah, that sounds about right. A portal port for the N64? Something like that, yeah. Through the power of modern optimization and an intricate understanding of how the hell the N64 works. Okay, I think I've got this all surrounded in stuff that can raise up and reveal the map. So, well, hopefully this will all work? Question mark?
Oh god, I actually have to figure out the logistics of heights now!
This is gonna be a thing. Because I have to figure out how I'm gonna be going up into these areas and how all this is gonna work, and
This isn't gonna be that hard of a map to detail, but it's gonna be a very difficult map on the technical side of things. I don't have a head for this right now. I've never done it before. Oh.
figure out the logistics of height my whole life. Yeah. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about textures right now. We're just gonna start doing heights. Decibels thing going up by 16. I know, I can follow that example. Still love this track name. Angry Science! Thirty-six, 136, 136. All right. So why is that height different? Because I didn't raise the other thing. Alright, so something like that for the caves. And now, figuring this out. I'll do it like this, so that way we can have a different floor going. What do you want, phone? Where even is that? Where'd I put it? There we go. Looked like just telemarketing, the usual. That's fine the way it is. What the? What's that doing there? $40, that's not right. Needs to be higher than this. I'll have to figure out ceiling heights and whatnot later. This is gonna be the Wolfenstein room that I need. Then he raised up and he get on out here, and then he had to go through this section. I should probably make this higher in general. I want it to be height of 256. I need 152? That seems a little bit odd, but okay. So 560 is the ceiling height. Sure, let's do that with all these as kind of a placeholder. And I'll figure it out from there. All I can do is kind of puzzle up the logistics and go from there. There'll be so many missing textures while I get this sorted out. This is a door. So I'm gonna need something here, I don't know. Flat 20. And the door itself, and then, like, I'll just use, like, flat 1 as a placeholder. Just so I can actually have the door ready. These two need to be lower unpegged. Makes it easy to kind of determine where things are going, like this. Alright, I think I'll do the same thing as before. Or have it be just, oh, say 136 height or so. Gonna need to grab some more of this texture so I can actually tell where I'm working. I should probably go down for this one, I think? Yeah, that'd make more sense, actually, so let's instead just kind of about face all this. We shall go down. This one will go up, though. Grab some generic textures just to kind of get an idea of what I'm doing in here. Alright, that means for here, I kind of want the floor to be up this high. There's like a whole thing going on here. It needs to be the same height. Or at least pretty close to it. Oh my god, there's so much to keep up with. we'll just use this as a thing for now. Actually, just use flat one as a placeholder. Alright, so that kind of closes in this section. It's all missing textures from here. Get another little cave section, and then this one's gonna be like this. This used to be 128 in height, so it comes down this high. Oh god. Just the sheer amount of sectors that I'm gonna need to move is frightening. This one's a door, so I need this. Make sure these are lower on the peg to the door. They're already aligned, which is a strange feeling every time it happens. Do the same thing over here. That's not the right texture. Slowly but surely making some semblance of existence here. You know, I guess in terms of floor heights, they should be right here instead. That way it's using the lower texture to make this work. These ones, though, these can be aligned, because this area is going to open up. It all really depends on what section we're in. Oh, God. Alright, that's this bit. Kinda gotta do the same thing here. Scripting this to all work via Voodoo Closet at the end is going to be an adventure. is another door. This section's gonna be pretty flat overall, because, you know, Wolfenstein. Coincidentally set this up in such a way. All these doors are just kind of working out in terms of alignments. I'm still double checking, but I mean, that's force of habit. Another door here. This could just come down in general. Because it's gotta be only 128 high. As it's Wolfenstein. All the missing textures, yeah. I'll figure that out with time. Nah, I can't keep it in the final versions. They have, effects if you don't actually put textures on. Demonstration! I'm gonna have to use, DSDA Doom to actually demonstrate it properly, because of course, GZ Doom displays them differently. Ah, yeah, it already begins. Oh, yeah. The Hall of Mirrors effect. And the more missing textures, the wackier it gets. Oh. This is how Doom handles missing textures! He's fine, God. The monitors back to where they were. Alright, where was I? Alright, doors. That door exists now. This is another Wolfenstein hallway, I think, so...
Fresh meat.
More doors. And you better believe in this big open section, we're gonna have archfiles spawning in at some point. It just wouldn't be right otherwise! Life will bring you many doors, Doomguy. Alright, this room's a whole logistical nightmare as well. So I guess for this I need this to be 128 high like this. Yeah, that's about right. I think. Sure, that's how this is gonna work. How will this section work? I guess by having its ceiling even lower, that makes sense. This might be one where I actually divide these into two separate pieces. For the sake of keeping things simple. Send me down here, and then the stairs will come down and reveal this section. There'll be a whole mess of things to deal with down here. I think I'm gonna divide this accordingly. It's a Doom song. An understandable confusion. Not just the fact that everything defaults to the Wolfenstein bricks. Alright, that's this area enclosed. Then I need to figure out this whole thing. Alright, let's get this down to 128 height. Alright, there's still a little bit of extra height to get out of this one, and I think I still had, like, what, 3 stairs over here? Yeah, a few stairs. Yep, that's right. Wolf inside and go to it. It's going to be an interesting thing to work out. I've given myself quite the homework assignment to figure out in terms of level transformations. Yo, Gueno, how's it going? Welcome back. Hey, an actual thing to use door track on. Crazy. It's going alright, just trying to figure out this monstrosity I'm creating. I'm gonna have to figure out lighting and whatnot as well, and that's gonna be its own issue. There's just so much to figure out. Never make things easy on myself, do I? At least it's gonna be visually simpler. Not having to fuss over details as much is gonna be nice. It's just the logistics aspect. It's gonna be like one of my freaking mod packs that I engage in. Funny thing about this one is we're essentially having all the rooms from map 31, but their layout is completely different from the original. It's still not taking up a whole lot of extra space, though. In terms of the map, if you slant it on in here, it's of comparable size. And both these, like, this put together is not even all that much bigger than these two put together. Making a much smaller scale this time. Well, you see, one of the big things with the SS soldiers is, due to my enemy restrictions, I don't have any of the usual small fry. So I don't have any zombie men, I don't have any shotgunners, and I don't have any imps. So, I actually have an enemy that can fill in the small fry, which is the SS soldiers. Since Go To It was not a map that believed in small enemies, it only used the big chunky ones. Alright, I gotta figure out the logistics of this room. Probably want it around that height. So at the end, I only want to end up this high up, apparently. That's fine, I can just have the first spot here be the same height. And then I just go up by 8 each time. And I can even merge 2 of these that are right in the middle. Yeah, simple enough. Alright, now I gotta get this set up for textures. Everything opening up from this is going to be such an ordeal to make, but it'll be pretty cool if I can get it to work. So it will probably be a worthwhile endeavor. And this goes up here, there we go. Something like that. Do the same on this side. Welcome to the stream where everything is orange! All orange all the time! It's a fall map, yeah. There we go, and that connects into here through some kind of wall here. Texturing this beast is gonna be a nightmare. I guess it won't be that bad since my texture selection is so small. But it will still be its own exercise, to say the least. Just gonna merge these two together for simplicity's sake. There we go. Alright, that is some semblance of this section ready to go. I do need to divide these walls to make more sense, though.
Just going to be a problem.
That way we can keep the textures where they're supposed to be. Alright, these are the same, but it starts going up here. Alright. So if my calculations are correct, I can just do this. Height offset 8. Unselect. Height offset 8. Unselect. Height offset 8. Unselect. And then one more height offset of 8. Floor is 384. Perfect. There we go. Oh, there's gonna be so many textures to figure out when all these walls raise up. Oh. So that's that whole section dealt with. This one should be a bit easier. It's just an interior section so everything can come on down. This is just a secret wall, so I'll do this. Yeah, that didn't even come down far enough anyways. There we go. Yeah, that's the correct height. Everything's gonna be so flat and so plain. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before this map actually has some semblance of visuals going. Because of how it's gonna end, I have to concentrate almost entirely on layout first. For the sake of any level of sanity, at least. Why did this lower? Wait, did I accidentally lower the ceiling height of the entire sky? When did that happen? Yeah, that's what happened. That's better. There we are. Now this can raise up by a little bit. There we are. This is going to be a somewhat unique case in terms of the doors, because it's going to be a lowering door instead. With the sandy tracker, it would be an interesting beast, wouldn't it? Just trying to keep track of all this crap that I'm putting together. Missing textures everywhere. There's no escape. Probably gonna have to do like some sort of different high ceiling height for this area. That'll be an interesting experiment in and of itself. Yeah, it's more or less right. And at the very end of the map just kind of opens the entirety of the goddamn level up. That's where you got all these big open spaces from. And there'll be monsters absolutely everywhere. Oh, this is a door here, right? Yeah, by sheer necessity, I'm gonna actually have to make the ceiling higher in this area. Ugh. Messing with sky heights can be interesting, since you need to be careful about it or it's going to cause a bunch of bleeding into other areas. It's all vanilla Doom monsters. This project doesn't have any customs. How do I get so high up here anyways? Alright, this is bad. I'm gonna need more stairs. These 3 stairs ain't gonna cut it, I need more. this actually gonna go low enough, or do we need to go even lower? I do need to go lower. By how many steps? Just one more step, okay. That can be arranged. I'll kind of get the semblance of a door set up here, but I'm not going to go too crazy on this one. So I need to figure out the ceiling heights of this area first, so it actually looks proper. Yes, yeah, there's not even enough room for the door here. Let's do this. Just have the texture handy. If I do that, then I should be able to do this. Alright, same plan here. Gonna lower down all the ceilings. Problem is the ceiling height isn't even where it's supposed to be right now, so let's just take this for the time being. Every time I make a new map, I grow an increasing respect for the people that pump these things out. Because A, they're a lot of work, and B, there's a lot of just knowledge to know about them to make them properly. I'm being very experimental at the moment, just to try to learn more things. That's okay, Constantine. So if I do something like this, just to attempt to get the right height, so I can do this and this, lower those down, grab this. And then I can attempt to figure out how the height is supposed to be in this area. "10 Eastern? I should be back by then." Got some evening plans. Hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better this evening. Been kind of dealing with stomach problems today. Yay. Let's figure that out later. Sadly, no ginger ale available now.
Ugh.
I'll actually be right back real quick one more time. Let me save this. I'll be right back. No commercial this time.
Fresh meat.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, so how much of this has been figured out now? Did all this section, did here, so I guess we're here now? Yeah, we're here now. More missing textures. Never ends. Alright, got another door to deal with over here. Never-ending doors. Be a secret wall. Figure that out later. Get this all enclosed on the sides. By sheer virtue of what I'm doing for this map, it kind of necessitates that I figure out keeping this simple. Because otherwise, the final reveal at the end is going to be hell. me go ahead and grab the green textures again, since it's another cave area. Just to have them handy. So let's see. This is probably gonna go upward. So I'll start it off like this. I want this to be 128, so... Needs to be that deep into the hole here. Yeah. I kinda wish my digestive wasn't pretty much permanently upset. It's been a problem for a long time now. It's not fun! I can't recommend it. Yeah, the textures aren't getting filled in anytime soon. There's much more to be done yet. I'll get in, PJ Bob. Have a good sesh. Hope it goes well. Huh, what is that catching on? I guess it's the height of those. Semi-relax? Hey, that's better than not! Do I still have these? I do, okay. Sweet blessed freedom. This drops you on into this section. I'm just gonna put a few quotes around that one. Section. A couple more doors ready to go. Thank goodness one of the two maps is Wolfenstein. And I guess let's go up to 280 as well. So I don't have anything else to do with it right now. You know, I guess the way I have this organized, I can just do this. What's this level gonna be rated at? In terms of structures, we're kind of looking at I guess, a slaughter map. So it's gonna be pretty hard. And by pretty hard, it's probably gonna be quite hard indeed. There's a chance this ends up being more well, I don't think I can get away with more difficult than my first map. The project organizers would probably be like, tone it down! Would be funny though. A little bit of cave sections in here. There we are. Hopefully it'll be easy enough to consolidate these texture wads, since I know that's its whole thing. Oops. There goes, just a little bit of height variance. To have something, you know? There's not going to be a whole lot of height variance at this level. I need to have a little bit. Or I might just go crazy. Alright, let me grab the door textures again. Need a couple more of those. Door and peg. Everything's missing. There's no such thing as found textures here. They're all missing. Every last one of them. And one last door. I know the exit door technically uses a different texture. I suppose I can find that easy enough. That's a great emote for all the missing textures. There will be texturing at some point. Not right now, though. Zeldor! Let's see, which switch texture was this technically? I think it was just this one. Alright, it's a missing texture apocalypse, but I mean... on the bright side, there is some semblance of understanding of how this structure is going to work. Structurally, there is an idea of how this will all function. I've at least got all the different rooms laid out. It ain't much, but it's a start. This is going to be very interesting to make functional. I do definitely need to put a bunch of textures on the map, though, just to start getting that going. Yeah, I really needed the bones in place for this map before anything else. Just because of what's going to happen here. You press this switch, and then all of this side stuff opens up. All the roofs raise off and become sky textures. Like, it has to transform the entire level, which is going to be its own hellish experiment. There's gotta be so many sector tags involved, I don't even want to think about it right now. There was already quite a few of those in here. Like, this is me getting my feet wet with the idea of, like, level transformations was right at the very start. Just the whole map, even from the very start, is like, okay, here's a Wolfenstein room, except it's really turns into this Wolfenstein room. Well, secret room from map 31 at least. Then you go up to get your weapons and whoa! It's the go-to in Courtyard. Then progresses in there, and you just keep going from there. It's gonna be a great time. Just a whole lot of screwing around with level transformations. The simpler I keep the geometry, the simpler it is to actually get everything to work. Like, getting it all to work is going to be its own type of hell. Ugh. At least the overall size of the map's pretty small and comfy. Nothing too super crazy going on around here. Alright, I think that's gonna go ahead and do it for me on this end, though. I'll figure out more of this later, but for now it's a start. I got the basic layout of the stage ready to go. I just have to build off of it now. Oh, it's gonna be a project for the weekend. If you enjoy the content, though, please give it a follow. Helps keep the channel growing. Gets those numbers going on up. We need to succeed here on Twitch.tv. If you're on the YouTube side of things, just give it a subscribe. You'll get notifications 6 days a week. We've got YouTube memberships as well these days, but, you know, it's up to you. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I'm not sure when I'll be streaming tomorrow. I've got to figure out a couple of things with my capture card in my RPG, because I really I almost want to just replay the entire first section. Because I want to get the cutscenes capturing correctly if I can get that figured out. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna call it there. And I hope to see y'all next time. Hopefully I'll be feeling a bit better tomorrow. But until then, See ya.